All right, welcome back. On the bench this morning, we've got this Galaxy. Oh, I'm sorry, not a Galaxy, a General Lee. Okay, um, Adam, this is your radio. Called here. You wanted a little audio enhancement done to it, and also the Talkback enhancement. So we've got both of those set up for you. It really came out pretty sweet. So I think you'll like it. We'll just show you what she's doing on the scope. Now, there are some people out there, the naysayers, say that you can't do this enhancement and have the radio come out clean, but that they're wrong. They're 100% wrong. So let's just give you the 1.5 watt dead key on low, okay? And there's your signal on the low side. So normally, Adam, you start off with that 1.5 watt dead key, a graticule, a division above and below the center line, okay? So your 2 division carrier, 100% modulation would be 1 division up and 1 division down. We've got it coming in about 3/4 of a division above that. So we're looking at about a 5-to-1, 5.5-to-1 ratio on that. So definitely got just a little bit more punch to it. I like to say that it makes the radio a little more robust, okay? And they come out very, very nice, okay? So we'll just show you what she's doing for power. We've got you, like I said, a 1.5 watt on low and a 5 watt on high, okay? So, wait a minute. I guess I didn't show you. Just want to be sure to show you because some of these so-called NPC, some people call it NPC. It's really a positive peak expansion is what it's called. Okay, they only show you that 1.5 watt and what it's doing at the 1.5 watt. Okay, because it gets kind of gnarly when you get up there in the higher dead key range. But so we've got this one set up on high for a 5 watt dead key. Okay, so that's going to be your 5 watt dead key. We'll just bring that down to the 2 division, okay, and show you with a tone what it's doing on the 5 watt, okay. And as explained in videos past, as you go up in the dead keys on the high side, you have to crush that audio down a little bit to prevent from saturating the finals, which would be, for those that don't know, which would be where you start the flat top on your peaks, okay? So and that's what you want to prevent that. So that 5 watts is about the max you can go without flat topping. But again, we're getting some pretty decent wattage readings out of it, even though we all know that the watt meter is not the most important thing. What you just saw, that it's nice and clean, is the most important thing. Good, clean audio is much, much better than a radio that some of these shops do, and they just tune them by the watt meter, okay? And that's where you get all these really horrible modifications done to radios, and they don't sound very good. I'm sure some of you have heard some of the radios, especially you truck drivers, you're out on the road, and just some guys' radios just do not sound all that good. This is the problem. Matter of fact, I just had a gentleman send 2 of them in here. You saw the 33 HP2 that we just did the other day. You can hear and see how bad that radio was. That radio had just about every single clip and snip modification that you can do to a radio done to it, and it sounded like crap. And he even was told from the day he bought the radio it sounded like crap, and he finally just got sick of it. So he'll be happy with that. He also sent a Striker 655 up here. We'll be getting into that later on today, and we'll show you the modifications that were done to that. It's got some receive problems, and we're going to try to straighten all that out for him anyway. So we're just going to start off. Adam, the meter on the left is a 10-watt slug set on the 50-watt scale. So we'll be looking at the center scale, 10 being 10 watts, okay? On the right side, we have a 50-watt slug. I thought it was a 250. We got a 50-watt slug in PEP, okay? So we'll show you what the radio's doing for dead key, and we'll also show you what it's doing for its PEP. Okay, so we're going to start off with on the low side, a 1.5 watts. There's your 1.5 watts, and hello, breaker, breaker, breaker. Audio check 1 2. Audio check 1 2. Breaker, breaker, breaker. So swinging right up there around 20-25 watts on the low. Okay. Now we'll go to the high. There's your 5 watts on the high. Yellow audio check 1 2 1 2. Breaker, breaker, breaker. Audio check 1 2 1 2. Break, break, break. So getting that 30 to 35 watts, which is really normal for this radio. But to achieve that, you have to be up between 8 and 10 watts on the high dead key. So we've got it set up where it's doing it at the 5 watt dead key. So that's your audio enhancement. That's your positive peak at work, okay? So really, really, really coming in really nice, okay? So you also wanted the Talkback set up on it. So let's get back to the radio here. We'll show you what the Talkback's doing. Right now, we're on the internal speaker on the radio, just to show you what the feedback level is. And again, we're just using a stock microphone. So if you're going to use your 198, let's say, which is what comes with this radio, you're going to be in real good shape. And I'll show you. Okay, so there's a Talkback with the internal speaker on the radio. We'll throw in some echo in there just so you can hear that. Hello, break, 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 break. Audio check 1 2. Okay, and you got to just about stuff the microphone into the radio for it to feed back. Okay, so we'll go and show you what she's doing with the external speaker. Okay, that's an external speaker right there. That's a big, huge improvement over the Talkback that comes stock with this radio, okay? And we'll get you some echo in there so you can hear that. Hello, audio check 1 2 1 2. Break, break, break. Okay, so sounding really, really good, okay? Talkback off, echo off. Now, just want to show you the clarity of how it's going to sound coming out over the air. Now, this is not going to be a 100% indicator on how loud and robust the radio is going to be. This is just showing you the clarity of the signal going through the coax, okay? This is what we're monitoring right now. We're monitoring the signal going through the coax. This is not a bench radio or anything like that, okay? And just to be clear on that, I'm going to, well, it doesn't matter. Somebody had mentioned it the other day that this box right here, my switch box, is how I'm doing that. That is an absolute lie. That is absolutely not the way it's done. And matter of fact, I'll show you that after I show you this and we get into the other microphone. I will show you that the other microphone, you can still hear the signal coming through the coax. Has nothing to do with this box. Nothing whatsoever. Okay, so anyway. So we're just going to start with that on low, Adam. Hello, audio, break, break, audio check, 1 2. And then we'll up it to the high side. Hello, audio check, 1 2, break, 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 audio check. Nice and clean. Okay, we'll throw in that echo in there so you can hear that. I'm going to bump it up a little bit just so you get a good hearing on what it sounds like coming through. So you're definitely probably going to set this a little lower than that. But that's with the echo on. Hello, breaker, 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 okay? And we'll shut the echo back off. And as you can hear, that is a nice, clean, crisp signal coming through there, okay? So anyway, what we'll do is we will remove the box, okay? I'm going to take the box because this is what a gentleman claimed in one of his videos the other day, is that this box is somehow a scamming way of showing people what a spanked radio sounds like and what good clean audio sounds like. So here's my box, okay? And all that box is used for, it's just a switching box. So it just eliminates going back and forth from microphone to signal generator, okay? I don't use an antiquated B&K antiquated signal generator where you put the microphone on top of the speaker and play it through. I come off a good quality signal generator. It's all fed through that box, so I don't have to be switching microphone to generator, microphone to generator. I can do it all with the box, okay? So the switch on the box gives me, for my signal generator, dead key, and then I turn on my signal generator and send the signal through. And then while I'm working on the radio, I can just use the microphone, okay? That's all that box is for. So if you ever saw the video that this gentleman did, again, he's lying, and which is his MO. That's all he does is lie anyway. So let's just we're gonna hook up the 198, okay? And just to show you, hello, hello, so you can still hear the signal coming through the coax, just plain as day. Hello, breaker, breaker, breaker. There's the microphone right there, hooked to the radio. Audio check, and the box is out of the picture. Okay, so hello, audio check, 1 2 1 2, audio check. So there you have it. Nice General Lee setup with a real decent talkback. We'll do the talkback with the 198. Hello, 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 breaker, breaker, breaker. Audio check, 1 2 1 2. So that's coming in really nice. We'll do it on the internal speaker on the radio. Hello, audio check, 1 2 1 2, and no feedback whatsoever with this microphone. Okay, so I think you're gonna make out really, really well with that setup. You probably should not have any problems. I'm not gonna for me to say 100% no, because depending on your setup and how you set up your radio in the truck or wherever you put your external speaker. I mean, if you put it right on top of the radio, could you have problems? You could. So I can't say 110%, but it's not squealing here on the bench, as you could see, and whether with the external speaker or the internal speaker. And also, again, just a little shout out to the gentleman who claims that box was used so you could hear what's coming out of the radio through the coax. I guess he seemed to think I was doing something with the microphone or something like that. Well, he has no clue what he's talking about, obviously, because he's 100% wrong. So he needs to stop putting out stupid posts and stupid videos on people that where he's lying. But anyway, subject for another day. Adam, this baby's ready to rock and roll. We're going to get it packed up and shipped out Monday morning, and I hope you enjoy it. So we got plenty more to do. So until the next one, we'll see you later.